mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go, gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die, I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, when you do the fun, done go. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from his monstrosity.
Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Build a wall, no, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Let me go, we'll not let you go. Let me go, we'll not let you go. Let me go. No. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub has the devil put aside for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and save my life? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199, and I am happy to see all of you here tonight. We got a packed house tonight, a lot to talk about. The mainstream media is melting down right before our very eyes. The Democrats are broken. Letitia James, she doesn't know which way her eyeball is going at any point in time, but she knows she's mad at Donald Trump and Elon Musk. We've got a Donald Trump and Elon Musk interview together with them both together. Sean Hannity has the interview. We only have a little snippet of that, but it looks like it's going to be a damn good interview. Elon and Trump together for an interview. I think the full interview drops on Tuesday. So I'm sure we'll get bits and pieces throughout the weekend. So I'll cover that as some of that stuff drops. We got some interesting news to discuss I'm going to be delicate about this news, but it just broke like in the past 30, 45 minutes. So we're going to talk about this. We may talk about this very, very soon because it's pretty interesting. But I hope everybody's doing well. We already have gifted memberships. Babo Yogi with 5 gifted memberships. Mr. No One with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. AOE2 Freak for 10 says, guys, we're missing the bigger picture here. Sure, Trump might be winning, but we get 5-day-a-week CobraCast now. Hey, that's a testament to all of you. All right. The people made it happen. And I want to give a big shout out to Ryan and Jay for letting me know they would hold down, more daily so that I could do more CobraCast and upload more videos to Geeks and Gamers, which I just uploaded a video to Geeks and Gamers, and I have another one uploading tonight to Geeks and Gamers. So lots of content for sure. Pancake Proton says, notice how we still don't know who was on the plane and the Black Hawk chopper flew into it. That got memory hold. Yeah. Well, I mean, we found out some details, but there's some other details that we haven't gotten, and it's very concerning. Mr. No One says, stay blessed 199 and F the IRS. Yeah, so that's actually one story that's going around today that has been very interesting, and I made a tweet about it. Simply put, it's very disrespectful to make fun of people that lose their jobs. Let's celebrate. President Trump is cutting thousands of IRS employees per the New York Times. This comes just a single day after Elon Musk announced Doge had begun their audit of the IRS. We can't stop winning. Get them out. Get them out. Nobody has any sympathy for the IRS. Nobody. And I mean, all of the corruption that's being uncovered right now from Doge is kind of crazy. And again, we're just in like the first month of the Trump presidency. Do you understand how significant all of this is? Like, I hope we fully appreciate what we're living through right now, because it is wild, to say the least. And I can't even comprehend a lot of the stuff that's happened. And as I said, we all knew President Trump was the most important piece of this puzzle, but having Elon Musk in charge of Doge, the richest man in the world, one of the smartest people in the world, and you basically using weaponized autism to destroy the government. It really is a dream team. It really is a dream team. And JD Vance, with that speech that he gave in Munich, boy, JD Vance is the perfect vice president. He's the perfect vice president. JD Vance is incredible. It really, really is. I can't believe how awesome he is. JRG Project for 10 says, now we need a Trump concert, the greatest president, entertainer, and leader of my lifetime. I can't imagine what a nation will do in what the nation will do in 2028. I hope JD is taking notes, or Don Jr. JD is crushing it. JD has got his shit together. John freaking Murdoch for a $100 super chat celebrating the demise of the IRS. Not a single person is sad. And also a happy Valentine's Day. My heart goes out to all of you. Should I do the Elon Musk? My heart goes out to all of you. I'm sure that won't get clipped, will it? I think I'll hold off on the my heart goes out to you. Thank you, John freaking Murdoch. Actually, ALX actually did put that one up, though. Hang on just a minute. Let me see here. Right here. My heart goes out to you. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So there we go. It triggered them so much. It triggered the mainstream media and the weirdos so much. So damn good, man. You love to see it. Thank you, John Murdoch. How does Drunk 3PO do it? A flavor. Isn't that how Jay does it? A flavor. Like, it's weird how Jay does it. But thank you so much. We need to get Jay in here. Jay, if you're watching, hop in here. We need a cameo from you. We like it when you do that one. But let me see here. So here we go. Now, this is the crazy news I was talking about. This is wild, what I'm about to talk about. This is pretty wild, okay? It's true, too. I confirmed everything. At first, when I saw it, I'm like, there's no way that's true. Oh, it's true. As Kurt Angle would say, it's damn true. Here we go. So, Elon Musk and Ashley St. Clair are having a baby. I'm not making this up, okay? Elon Musk and Ashley St. Clair are having a baby. I'm not making this up. You want to talk about hitting the lottery? Well, she hit the lottery. So, yep. And it's from her Twitter account right here. It's from her Twitter account. She posted it. So she has me blocked, but she did post this on her account. So Ashley St. Clair and Elon Musk. She said, 5 months ago, I welcomed a new baby into the world. Elon Musk is the father. I have not previously disclosed this to protect our child's privacy and disclosed this to safety. But in recent days, it has become clear that the tabloid media intends to do so, regardless of the harm it will cause. I intend to allow our child to grow in a normal and safe environment. For that reason, I ask the media to honor our child's privacy and refrain from invasive reporting. Now, the reason this thing is it's a sensitive subject, because the reality of it is it shouldn't be our business. It really shouldn't. I don't like Ashley St. Clair. I'm not a fan. Clearly, she blocked me several months ago because I basically called her out for being a fake and a phony, and she is a fake and a phony. But she is hot. To Elon's credit, good job, Elon. But she is a fake and a phony. But good job, Elon, because she's pretty hot. She's basically, for those that are asking, Ashley St. Clair is basically this, she's basically a fake conservative. Basically, she's famous for being hot. That's the easiest way that I can say it. She's famous in the conservative sphere because she's hot. That's pretty much it. So right here, she does have me blocked. But here's her account right here. Elon started to responding to her a couple of years ago and really did elevate her to another level. I ain't hating. Go for it, Elon. All good, brother. But, as you see here, she has me blocked because I called her out. And so, yeah, so she posted this right here on her Twitter account. There it is right there. So, again, congratulations to Elon. Okay, good job, buddy. But in terms of like her, yeah, but it just shows that the media is pathetic. The media, they're literally looking for anything. These are the worst people on the planet. Like, we shouldn't know about this unless the people involved choose to want us to know about this. A child should not be weaponized at all. Under any circumstances, a child should not be weaponized. This is a response, or this is more about the media than Elon and Ashley St. Clair. So it's disgusting that the media has done this, but to anyone that's been paying attention, it shouldn't be surprising at all. And yeah, so again, I was shocked when I saw it. I was like, you're kidding me. And to the point of like the media, they have reached a level of desperation that I truly can't fully process. But Elon and Trump are breaking them. Now, coming up in the next couple of days, we're going to get more, but we do have this right here. Hannity interviews Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, and Elon Musk. So this is going to be a hell of an interview. I am going to do a full reaction to this when the full interview drops, and I can't wait. But let's listen to this clip that Fox News has released. Here we go.
You're both aware, you have to be keenly aware, that the media and the punditry class, not that, I think you've proven they have no power anymore because they threw everything they had at you and they didn't win. And that was you know, the New York Times, Washington Post, 3 networks, every late night comedy show, 2 cable channels. They just threw everything, lawfare, weaponization.
Sure.
And now I see they want you two to start, they want a divorce. They want you two to start hating each other. And they try, President Elon Musk, for example. You do know that they're doing that to you.
Oh, I see it all the time. They tried it, then they stopped. That wasn't. They have many different things of hatred. Actually, Elon called me. He said, "You know, they're trying to drive us apart." I said, "Absolutely." You know, they said, "We have breaking news. Donald Trump has ceded control of the presidency to Elon Musk. President Musk will be attending a cabinet meeting tonight at 8:00." And I say, It's just so obvious. They're so bad at it. I used to think they were good at it. They're actually bad at it, because if they were good at it, I'd never be president. Because I think nobody in history has ever gotten more bad publicity than me. I could do the greatest things. I get 98% bad publicity. I could do, outside of you and a few of your very good friends, it's like the craziest thing. But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Yes.
So there you go. That's the only clip that we have right there of Elon and Trump together. That's going to be a massive, massive interview. It drops on Tuesday. I don't know why they're waiting till Tuesday. They're probably going to drop little bits and pieces over the weekend, and then they'll drop the full interview on Tuesday. But I am glad that we heard specifically right there that they're aware. Like, they're aware of all the bullshit going on. They're aware of the media's tricks and the tactics and everything like that. So, and of course they are. I mean, these are like 2 very, very incredibly smart and successful men, the 2 most famous men on the planet, arguably. And the media tactics are just so obvious. They're not going to drive a wedge in between these guys. They're not going to do it. And then you have JD Vance, who just basically just gave like a mic drop moment with his speech. And it just shows you the level of leadership and the level of power right now that we have in the White House. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, like, here's just a clip of JD Vance's speech right here. This is unbelievable right here. I mean, this is beautiful. And I've said many times about JD Vance. JD Vance, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way of President Trump. It's just being a realist. JD Vance does a better job of articulating Donald Trump's points than Donald Trump does to people that don't necessarily like Donald Trump. JD Vance articulates Trump's points better than Trump in those scenarios. He's phenomenal at it.
Of all the pressing challenges that the nations represented here face, I believe there is nothing more urgent than mass migration. Today, almost 1 in 5 people living in this country moved here from abroad. That is, of course, an all-time high. It's a similar number, by the way, in the United States, also an all-time high. The number of immigrants who entered the EU from non-EU countries doubled between 2021 and 2022 alone, and of course, it's gotten much higher since. And we know this situation, it didn't materialize in a vacuum. It's the result of a series of conscious decisions made by politicians all over the continent and others across the world over the span of a decade. We saw the horrors wrought by these decisions yesterday in this very city. And of course, I can't bring it up again without thinking about the terrible victims who had a beautiful winter day in Munich ruined. Our thoughts and prayers are with them and will remain with them. But why did this happen in the first place? It's a terrible story, but it's one we've heard way too many times in Europe and unfortunately too many times in the United States as well. An asylum seeker, often a young man in his mid-20s, already known to police, rams a car into a crowd and shatters a community. How many times must we suffer these appalling setbacks before we change course and take our shared civilization in a new direction? No voter on this continent went to the ballot box to open the floodgates to millions of unvetted immigrants. But you know what they did vote for? In England, they voted for Brexit, and agree or disagree, they voted for it. And more all over Europe, they're voting for political leaders who promise to put an end to out-of-control migration. Now, I happen to agree with a lot of these concerns, but you don't have to agree with me. I just think that people care about their homes, they care about their dreams, they care about their safety and their capacity to provide for themselves and their children. And they're smart. I think this is one of the most important things I've learned in my brief time in politics. Contrary to what you might hear a couple mountains over in Davos, the citizens of all of our nations don't generally think of themselves as educated animals or as interchangeable cogs of a global economy. And it's hardly surprising that they don't want to be shuffled about or relentlessly ignored by their leaders. And it is the business of democracy to adjudicate these big questions at the ballot box. I believe that dismissing people, dismissing their concerns, or worse yet, shutting down media, shutting down elections, or shutting people out of.
I love the looks on their faces, because you know that they know that he is directing all of this at them, and it's that same NATO speech that Trump gave. You know how uncomfortable they are, and you know JD Vance doesn't give a damn how uncomfortable they are.
The political process protects nothing. In fact, it is the most surefire way to destroy democracy. And speaking up and expressing opinions isn't election interference. Even when people express views outside your own country, and even when those people are very influential. And trust me, I say this with all humor, if American democracy can survive 10 years of Greta Thunberg scolding, you guys can survive a few months of Elon Musk. But what no democracy, American, German, or European, will survive is telling millions of voters that their thoughts and concerns, their aspirations, their pleas for relief are invalid or unworthy of even being considered. Democracy rests on the sacred principle that the voice of the people matters. There's no room for firewalls. You either uphold the principle or you don't. Europeans, the people, have a voice. European leaders have a choice. And my strong belief is that we do not need to be afraid of the future. You can embrace what your people tell you, even when it's surprising, even when you don't agree. And if you do so, you can face the future with certainty and with confidence, knowing that the nation stands behind each of you. And that, to me, is the great magic of democracy. It's not in these stone buildings or beautiful hotels. It's not even in the great institutions that we have built together as a shared society. To believe in democracy is to understand that each of our citizens has wisdom and has a voice. And if we refuse to listen to that voice, even our most successful fights will secure very little. As Pope John Paul II, in my view, one of the most extraordinary champions of democracy on this continent or any other, once said, "Do not be afraid." We shouldn't be afraid of our people, even when they express views that disagree with their leadership. Thank you all. Good luck to all of you. God bless you.
JD Vance is awesome. He is absolutely awesome. And every time I hear from this guy, he impresses me. He just continues to show how, how on point he is and how plugged in he is. It really is amazing. And like this right here, there's even more to the speech. The speech was pretty long. I've got this one right here as well.
And unfortunately, when I look at Europe today, it's sometimes not so clear what happened to some of the Cold War's winners. I look to Brussels, where EU commissars warn citizens that they intend to shut down social media during times of civil unrest the moment they spot what they've judged to be, quote, hateful content. Or to this very country, where police have carried out raids against citizens suspected of posting anti-feminist comments online as part of, quote, combating misogyny on the internet, a day of action. I look to Sweden, where 2 weeks ago the government convicted a Christian activist for participating in Koran burnings that resulted in his friend's murder. And as the judge in his case chillingly noted, Sweden's laws to supposedly protect free expression do not, in fact, grant, and I'm quoting, a free pass to do or say anything without risking offending the group that holds that belief. And perhaps most concerningly, I look to our very dear friends, the United Kingdom, where the backslide away from conscience rights has placed the basic liberties of religious Britons in particular in the crosshairs. A little over 2 years ago, the British government charged Adam Smith Connor, a 51-year-old physiotherapist and an Army veteran, with the heinous crime of standing 50 meters from an abortion clinic and silently praying for 3 minutes. Not obstructing anyone, not interacting with anyone, just silently praying on his own. And after British law enforcement spotted him and demanded to know what he was praying for, Adam replied simply, it was on behalf of the unborn son he and his former girlfriend had aborted years before. Now, the officers were not moved. Adam was found guilty of breaking the government's new buffer zones law, which criminalizes silent prayer and other actions that could influence a person's decision within 200 meters of an abortion facility. He was sentenced to pay thousands of pounds in legal costs to the prosecution. Now, I wish I could say that this was a fluke, a one-off crazy example of a badly written law being enacted against a single person. But no, this last October, just a few months ago, the Scottish government began distributing letters to citizens whose houses lay within so-called safe access zones, warning them that even private prayer within their own homes may amount to breaking the law. Naturally, the government urged readers to report any fellow citizens suspected guilty of thought crime. In Britain and across Europe, free speech, I fear, is in retreat.
And do you know what's crazy is that America was heading in that direction. Think about the difference in this country if Kamala wins. Think about how different things are versus what we're getting right now. You can't get any more different than what that would be. I mean, it's crazy, dude. And you think about like how close we were. It's honestly scary. And it's why Elon and Trump have to continue to do what they're doing. And then JD Vance out there showing that he is very much positioning himself to be the 2028 nominee moving forward. I mean, JD Vance is on point big time. So I am loving it. And that goes for the rest of the Trump administration. I mean, right here, Kristi Noem has just fired 400 employees from the Department of Homeland Security. This just happened less than an hour and a half ago. Kristi Noem fires 400 employees from the Department of Homeland Security. Get them out. Get them out. Deport all of them. It's fantastic, man. Tom Homan had a great quote, if I could find the video. Let me see. Zach says the podcast The Lotus Eater said that same warning last year. Oh, yeah, that's Sargon. Sargon's the one that I was sharing his clip where he uploaded JD Vance speech. Yeah, Sargon's awesome. Trying to find this Tom Homan clip that was just so on point. Here it is right here. All right. This is fire. Okay. This is fire. Get ready. Here we go.
Well, look, it's a great first step. It's a great first step. I asked for several things, and we're going to knock them off one at a time. But getting ICE officers back in Rikers is meaningful because we agree that, you know, the worst of the worst, the firearms violations, the murders, the kidnappers, the rapists, you know, will come to our attention. So release, we can grab them. But I've made it clear, I want everybody. If you're an illegal alien, you get booked in Rikers Island, I don't care if it's for shoplifting. I want them. So this is a start to deal with the worst of the worst in the beginning, but I made it clear that I plan on the whole of them. I want everybody. So
I want all of them. I want them all. I want everybody. If you're an illegal alien, you get booked into Rikers. I don't care if it's for shoplifting. I want them. I made it clear. I want everybody. everybody. No mercy. Cobra Kai. That's what it is right there. He's got that Cobra Kai mentality. And I mean, so this is a top to bottom thing with the Trump administration right now. Mike Ehrmantraut. He does have a Mike Ehrmantraut field vibe to him, doesn't he? Oh, that's pretty great right there. Now, listen. You make of this what you want, okay? Make of this one what you want. Elon Musk, I think that's his name, Elon Musk's dad, he had this to say. Make of this what you will. This is Elon Musk's dad. Listen to this.
I've never been impressed with Obama's approach. You know, we realized we'd learned Obama's a queer married to a man who dresses as a woman. We'd all learned that. It's not common knowledge. You know, that
Michelle Obama's a man.
Of course. You don't know that?
I didn't know that, no.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers mentioned it publicly, and she was dead 2 weeks later, by the way.
You think?
Oh, yes.
They axed her, eh?
They axed her, yeah. So that's common knowledge. You can look it up on any internet thing. Sure. And, Michelle Obama's a man. Obviously, you know, they've got, got pictures of her in tracksuits with a 9-inch slong hanging down her leg. It's a leg. Anyway.
Let's go. There, I wanted to show you guys that clip because that was fantastic. So, yeah. So damn good, man. Oh, we are in the best timeline. We really are in the best timeline. And, just the past 7 days, right here. I mean, just in the past 7 days, Trump has had a massive 7 days of wins. Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, Brooke Rollins confirmed. Multiple prisoners released in a 24-hour period from abroad. One step closer to peace in Russia, Ukraine. The dude is unstoppable. The amount of executive orders that he has signed is insane. Look at there. My boy, Sam Sung, for 20 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Sam Sung, becoming one of my favorite accounts right there. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. We knew that was going to be a meme. We knew it. Let's see where we're at. Pippi for 10 says, just watched your reaction to the Snow White trailer today. Thank you. Went to the official trailer just to dislike and read the comments. Can't wait for chat music. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I just did upload that video right before I went live, actually. I don't even know how it's doing. Is it tracking okay? No, it's tracking absolutely horrifically bad. So it's tracking the worst 10 out of 10, but I don't think I had any notifications. So maybe it'll do good overnight. We'll see. Sam Sung Young for 10 says, found the best troll ever. Whenever a leftist starts seething that it's still the Gulf of Mexico, simply tell them the Gulf has been updated for modern audience to reflect the world today. You love it. You love it. Absolutely. It's just been updated for modern audiences. No problem. I like that. That's a good argument to have. JRG Project says, Hannity is looking rather haggard. As for Elon, the Trump administration should be supporting the family, not broken ones. JD, hopefully being from a family-oriented background to support the nuclear family. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Trump likes Hannity. It drives me crazy that Hannity gets these interviews, but whatever. Trump likes him. Hannity's going to continue to kiss up to Trump, and congratulations to him, I guess. I don't know. It's better than, I guess, some of the weirdos on CNN or MSNBC, but I am not a fan of Hannity. I would much rather Trump sit down with Tucker Carlson or somebody like that, or Joe Rogan. That would be cool. Heartbreak Zero says, I recall having said here about what a tag team Trump and Elon would make about a year ago. Today, I'm happy that so far they are going beyond my expectations. Hail you, 199 Figlet. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Blast Radius says, liberal Europeans and globalists want their cake and eat it too. You're not a free democracy if you're canceling elections and free speech. If that's called democracy, then I want no part of it. Josh for 10 says, Doge theme walkout. I've got big balls. Oh, I've got big balls. And they're such big balls. Dirty balls and got big balls. She's got big balls, but we've got the biggest balls of them all. This sounds like something Trump would say. Fortune and Glory says, Hail, Jeremy, missed you on FNT today. I sent a super to thank you for signing my Interstellar shirt, and they all cringed. They don't get it. It was great meeting you again. My wife was still hyped. Hey, man, that was awesome. Listen, Interstellar, my favorite movie of all time. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But, you know, I guess if you just want to go see Marvel movies for the rest of your life, you can go do that. Or you can actually watch a movie with deep, you know, themes and physics and, you know, makes you think a little bit. Or you can just go watch Iron Man blow up fucking shit. I don't know, you know, whatever works for you. But thank you. It was great meeting you guys as well. The Real Smile Bit for 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Appreciate that Real Smile Bit. Let me see here. Alex McCarthy says, abolish Florida property taxes. It's going to be an interesting couple of years to see how far they take this. Bubbo Yogi says, 24-hour mod charity stream featuring Jeremy. All proceeds go to the mods, except Eric K. He smells funny. Hail the 199. Make it happen. I mean, maybe. I want to do a 24-hour stream. Darian Murphy says, Elon, Ashley St. Clair, baby fact. Yes, I was shocked when I saw it too. Grant Potato says, petition to change CobraCast to Cobra Kai Cast. Dude, listen, I mentioned it in one of my videos, but I'm telling you right now, Cobra Kai season finale was perfect. All right. It was absolutely perfect. I can't hype this up enough, man. I went over to Criticless. You know, I put my review over there. And it was the perfect ending to a wonderful series. I said the series is everything we as fans have been asking for from our entertainment properties. It respects the past and it moves us forward into the future in the most respectful way possible. Is it cheesy? Yes. Does it basically disregard all logic with random karate fights breaking out in the middle of everyday life? Yes. But it never forgets what's at the foundation of this entire story. I just finished season 6, part 3 finale, and it was the perfect ending to a wonderful series. If a franchise is ever continued or rebooted, Cobra Kai is the gold standard to follow. Hashtag Cobra Kai never dies. The ending is fucking perfect. Like, I am not overselling that. Like, you can say like it had ups and downs in the middle of the series and it got a little crazy, and I'm not going to disagree with you. You know, some of the stuff, you know, maybe like seasons 3 and 4 and all of that get a little wonky, a little cheesy, a little like, what the fuck are we doing? I 100% understand that. But I'm just telling you, the ending, the last 3 episodes are literal perfection. So check out Cobra Kai if you have not. And go to Criticless and make yourself an account. It's free if you want to sign up, and make sure you follow me over there. But yeah, back to everything else we're talking about though. Zeke the Y says, Hail 199, Jeremy, CobraCast never dies. Let's go. Maximus VT says, Happy Valentine's Day, Breets. To the Breets? No, not the Breets. Can't do that. Mark Schaefer says, you know, Interstellar had truck videos. Hint, hint, truck video. Man, and when Elon uploaded that video yesterday, I tweeted it. Where's it at? And the Interstellar theme was in it. This right here. Cool.
You heard? It's like we've forgotten who we are, huh? Explorers, pioneers, not caretakers.
So good.
Well, we used to look up in the sky and wonder at our place in the stars. Now we just look down and worry about our place in the dirt.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm sure, you know, I mean, I guarantee you Elon Musk loves the movie Interstellar, for sure. But yeah, so when he uploaded that, I was like, hell yeah. All right, so somebody else is really upset today, and that somebody else is Letitia James. Letitia James, cross-eyed cow, Letitia James. Her full interview, or her full rant, I guess if you want to call it, I'm going to pull that up. But yeah, she is very, very mad. This angry cross-eyed cow is very angry at President Trump. Let's listen to this cross-eyed cow here, right here. Here we go. If you can hear it.
To the state of New York and to states all across this nation. It is unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They've exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury, and the President of these United States is not above the law. And we will continue. You know, as attorneys general, we've been preparing for this. This is not the outcome that we wanted.
Man, the things I would like to say right now about this cow. Here's the full rant by this fat, lard, cross-eyed cow right here.
And as attorneys general, we're not going to bow to the president or to Elon Musk. It's important that
Dude, they're so triggered by Trump and Elon Musk. It is so great how triggered they are by Trump and Elon Musk. Holy shit.
Individuals understand that right now Elon Musk is untethered to any accountability at all. And the fact is that they would like for us to engage in an ideological litmus test. And that's why they've paused funds. That's why they have freezed Social Security and veterans payments, and payments to the state of New York and to states all across this nation. It is unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They've exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury.
Elon who? Elon Musk? Elon Musk. Elon Musk. What's wrong? Why won't it play? There we go.
The president of these United States is not above the law. And we will continue. You know, as attorneys general, we've been preparing for this. This is not the outcome that we wanted. We wanted to cooperate. But when you challenge the 14th Amendment birthright citizenship, we acted. And we got a TRO. When you challenge the NIH, individuals who are engaging in research to find a cure to cancer, to find a cure to a cardiac disease.
Who are you looking at, woman? It's like she sees a McDonald's, but she also needs to look into the camera. So like one eye is looking over there at the McDonald's going, man, I could use a Big Mac right now.
We got a TRO. Funding. When you pause the funding of countless number of agencies, Meals on Wheels, veteran services, law enforcement grants, we got a TRO. And we're not finished yet. So we're going to march into court each and every time to uphold the law, to uphold the Constitution, and let the president and Elon Musk and his minions know that you cannot restructure our government. This is not a unilateral form of government. Congress is a co-equal branch of government, and the separation of powers requires that you get consent of the United States Congress. And we are confident today that we will get a preliminary injunction.
What was that?
Any question? And the separation of powers requires requires that you get consent of the United States Congress. And we are confident today that we will get a preliminary injunction.
Now, to be fair, because I did make a statement about McDonald's. I did get confirmation that Letitia James did, in fact, make it to McDonald's. And I have the proof, ladies and gentlemen. Letitia James did, in fact, make it to McDonald's. And we want to congratulate her on that one. That's a great job. So great job, Letitia. Great job. We're proud of you. We're proud of you for that. Great job, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. Good job. Good job for her. So, yeah, what a horrible person, like an absolute horrible person she is. And I love this whole like narrative that she's trying to spin and the bullshit she's trying to spew. But that's okay. You could continue to run your mouth. Nobody believes you. Nobody supports you. Nobody likes you. Even their own people in New York City don't like you. Horrible person. Elite Neo 450 says, given the no mercy approach the Trump administration is taking, I'm wondering if they've got some Cobra Kai fans among them. Definitely hits a lot different after that finale, which was absolutely spectacular. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy. Absolutely. Listen, I'm going to say it right now. Johnny Lawrence is one of the greatest characters in history. Johnny Lawrence is his arc from the Karate Kid all the way through Cobra Kai, one of the greatest character arcs ever. I will put Johnny Lawrence's character arc against any character in history. I stand by that 100%. I'm probably going to watch it again. I'm probably going to watch it again this weekend. Just the end is so freaking good, man. Samsung Young says, note, the old quote of Elon calling his dad monster was referenced to his then disapproval that his dad was unapologetically a Trump fan. True story. I'd say their relationship is good now. Is that true? Wow. That's wild if that's the case. Listen, Elon was not a Trump fan several years ago. He just wasn't. And I'm surprised the media doesn't try and bring some of Elon's old quotes up about Trump. But yeah, Trump was 100%. Elon was not a fan of Trump a few years ago. And I think that it's simply just not understanding. Like, and it's not to say that Elon's not smart. Clearly, he's smart. He's smarter than I am. He's smarter than most of us. But just because you're smart doesn't mean that you fully understand situations and people and individual situations or whatever. Now that he's gotten to know Trump, I think he obviously understands Trump far more. Love Dog says, arrest Tubby Tish. What's up, Love Dogs? How are you? Good to see you. I do have some shocking news, and listen, I know a lot of you are probably gonna question me. But it's from a good source. So I just want to, it's shocking. Okay. Shocking news, but you come here for the truth. Okay. I, for one, could not believe my eyes when I read this, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking: multiple people shot during the Eagles Super Bowl celebration parade during a dispute. I am shocked. I am shocked that Philadelphia Eagles fans got into a altercation and people. I am shocked. I am I can't believe it. Just unbelievably shocked. Man, oh man. I mean, here I am just going along my day and you hear that, you're like, I am completely shocked. Man, oh man. So yeah, I mean, next thing you're going to tell me that like people are carrying guns in New York and California. I'm like, that's not possible. They have signs up. Criminals are not going to bring guns into gun-free zones, okay? Criminals like, oh, wow, we were going to bring all these guns and we were going to kill people. Oh, man, they've got a sign up. Oh, man, we can't. They have a sign. damn it, guys, turn around, go back. We fucked up. They have signs, you know, because those signs really work. They're really effective. So, yeah, I saw that and I was just completely shocked, guys. Completely shocked. Good Lord. Chad Layton says that moo cow hurts my ears. Damn, I think she gave me ear cancer. That's my fault, technically, for playing the clip. So I have to apologize. Jairus25 says, I want to shout out, is it Chibi Reviews? He's been harassed, dogs, as well as his brother's grave, and a hit put on his head, all on X, just for making anime content. He's trying to take these vile filth to court. This shit is insane. I heard some people, I don't know this person, but I heard some people talking about that one. Listen, I mean, no offense to, like, you know, anybody in the audience that likes anime, but anime people, like the anime fan base, pretty crazy. All right. Very passionate group of people. And we'll put it that way. Very, very passionate. But yeah, I have seen some people talking about that. And so, yeah, man, I mean, the internet's a fucked up place, man, full of a lot of fucked up people. And, you know, all you could do is, you know, try to keep your private life private and keep your internet life internet. You know, I mean, that's really all. I mean, I've had a lot of people going after me, of my friends, and all this stuff, and that the internet's the internet. The biggest mistake a lot of people make, and I feel like this is more so like celebrities. A lot of, like, I mentioned it in my video reacting to the Snow White trailer, but celebrities, and this is not specific to that because that's a horrible situation, but I'm talking about the internet in general. Celebrities think they're smarter than the internet. When you start to think you're smarter than the internet will win every single time. You're not smarter than the internet. And realizing that is the first step to understanding the internet. In fact, what we're learning right now with the government is the government's finding out they're not smarter than the internet, because that's what Elon Musk has essentially brought into the fold. He's brought a lot of, like, autistic internet weirdos into Doge, and they're just destroying the government. And the government's finding out, like, this is literally the internet walking into real life and destroying it. You know what I mean? And it's funny. It's great. So yeah, just, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Robert Bro Kerr becomes a new member. Thank you. Lord Botha says, shout out to your best friend Ashley St. Clair admitting she had Elon's illegitimate baby, which Milo called out half a year ago. Did Milo call that out a year and a half, or half a year ago? Really? Does anybody get any tweets or anything like that? That's wild. Listen, I mean, Elon, I'm not going to hate on Elon for hooking up with Ashley St. Clair, you know? But it was just pretty obvious when he just started responding to all of her tweets. You know, we need to be sensitive to this, okay? We need to be sensitive. Because there's only one person that we should have sympathy for in this situation. And I'm serious when I say this, so no sarcasm here. Ian Miles Chong is probably very upset right now. And Ian Miles Chong, he really wanted to have Elon's baby. And, you know, Ian's going through some emotions right now. It's a very tough time for Ian Miles Chong. And I just want to let him know that, you know, we're here for you, buddy. We you know, just stay strong. And one day you will be able to have someone's child. Maybe not Elon's, but, you know, someday you're going to find a lucky guy and you can have his baby. So there you go. Ian Miles Chong, poor guy. He's going through the emotions. He's like, man, when Elon was retweeting me, I thought I was going to be the one. But nope. Not the case. Not the case. In fact, he got, like, destroyed today. Let me see. I truly do not like Ian Miles Chong. Let's see. Beardson actually, Ian Miles Chong was like, Ian Miles Chong was hanging out and with this girl. And basically, he got friend zoned. Here's Beardson right here. So Ian Miles Chong's like, I was trying to think of a funny caption to post, but I have nothing really to say apart from Dubai is pretty awesome. And Ian Miles Chong posts this picture. And Beardson quote tweet says, this post gives me hope. You can be the ugliest chud on the planet, but as long as you have Twitter clout, you can bag a girlfriend. The girl responds and says, I'm not the girlfriend. He's my ex-husband's friend. Oh, no. Oh, ooh, like brutal, bro. Like absolutely brutal. Oh my God. So yeah, Beardson crushed him. By the way, I didn't really know who Beardson was. He followed me a while back. He's been blown up recently. So yeah, I love seeing this guy just crush people on Twitter. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, this was destruction beyond belief, man. I'm not the girlfriend. He's my ex-husband's friend. Oh my goodness. Oof. R.I.P. R.I.P. to man, Ian Miles Chong's taking L's like crazy. First, he gets friend zoned, and Ashley St. Clair stole his man. Damn. Tough. That's tough right there. Let's see. The hypocritic. I keep on saying hypnotic. Hypocritic oaf for $100 says having subjective interpretation in laws to restrict speech has the same logic as eating around poop in poop cookies. Oh boy, oh boy. Beardo catching strays. Beardo catching strays. So there we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Chef Nick Nero says, remember when Elon was a library? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Mark of Reality says, have you heard any details about Donald J. Trump and Elon taking a blowtorch to the IRS? I mean, well, you've had thousands of IRS employees fired. That is a big thing that's going on right now. So right here, Donald Trump has instructed the IRS to begin mass layoffs affecting thousands of employees. So we have that right there. I don't know if there's any more specifics, but this is great news, obviously. And not only that, but it gets even better. The United States Army has officially announced it will no longer allow transgender individuals to join the military. Let's freaking go. The winds are out of control. I can't keep up with all of this winning. And I think that this is a perfect time to bring up something that our wonderful 47th president said. If you remember this one right here, let me find it. I think I've got it. It's so freaking great, man. Just winning out on top of winning on top of winning. I don't know. Did it get deleted? It might have got deleted. Hard to keep up with all this crap. There's that one. There's so many memes that I've shared of Trump. It's absolutely insane. Here's one. This was me to the Democrats right here. Okay. Hey, Democrats. Hey, Democrats. This is all of us right now. This is all of MAGA right here for the Democrats. Oh, you love it. You love it. It's so good. Oh, man. Winning is awesome. Yeah, I heard about that T-Mac Gaming. We talked about that just a little while ago. I guess the internet's going. I don't like the whole Ashley St. Clair and Elon's baby thing. Like, to me, it's sad that the media actually went that far. It really is. Like, I don't want to, like, that's not a story that I want to just sit there and just go like, oh man, let's roast that. I don't like Ashley St. Clair. I think she's a fake. I think she's a phony. I think she's a fraud, but she's also a hot chick. And so, but it's just, it's sad that the media decided to dox a baby because of their hatred for Elon. And it just shows how bad, how terrible they are. I mean, they're absolutely horrible. But I mean, look, I mean, these are the people we're dealing with right here. Look at this unhinged lunatic. Wait till you see this one, okay? You want to talk about unhinged lunatic? This is an unhinged lunatic right here. Oh, I forgot I was going to show you guys that one too. Right here. You ready for this one? Now, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is parody. I don't think this is parody. I think this is legit. Have you seen this one? Here we go.
Fuck you, fuck your Bible, and fuck Elon Musk and that weird little human shield he carries around with him. That thing has never heard the word no. Let's face it, that little booger flicking fucker sitting there with the president of the United States in the Oval Office, holding a press conference. Boy, didn't he just put it right in our faces what's what yesterday. So any idea that you had that what wasn't happening isn't happening is off the table. That motherfucker's in charge. He's holding press conferences from the Oval Office with his rotten little bastard child who has never, ever once heard the word fucking no. So let's just call that spade what it is. And look, you Bible-beaten bastard motherfuckers, come to grips with this. I went through Catholic schools. I read the Bible. I read the book of Revelations. If you believe in all that shit, you Bible-thumping rat bastards, you must believe that we are in the end of times. And you need to know the Antichrist is here. The only problem is there's too many fucking fuckers to pick. Who the fuck is it? There's so many we could be picking from. Is it that rat bastard Elon Musk? Is it the rat bastard Donald Trump? Is it the rat bastard Barron? Who the fuck is, what's up with that thing? Because you look at that Melania Trump, Melania motherfuck, whatever the fuck her crazy ass name is. I fucking hate Christmas. I hate, with the red shit all over the fucking White. What the fuck was that anyway? We put this shit back in the White House. I'm beside myself. You know, I was floating around a couple of months in a fucking pool, looking at the clouds. Ooh, look, an octopus chasing a Volkswagen. I was fucking happy. I was fucking motherfucking happy. Now I've got to walk around wondering who the fucking Antichrist is. You rat bastard Bible thumping fuckers, you put us here. You motherfuckers put us here. Fuck you. Fuck your Bible.
Okay. And if you guys are curious about like what this person's up to now, I have video of this weirdo. This is video. Unconfirmed, of course.
You need to settle down. You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
Woo! The unhinged leftists are, man, they are racking up some dubs for us these days. They are racking up some dubs for us. So, yeah, it's fun watching all of this play out. So we're going to continue to watch it all play out and laugh at them every step of the way. Now, do you guys want to see just how different things are now? Spot the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Here you have President Trump, and of course you have Joe Biden. Just spot the difference. Man didn't give a damn about the soldiers, about the people that were there to protect him, to protect the country. He didn't give a damn. Absolute piece of shit. That's Joe Biden. And we saw it. We watched 4 years of it. We watched 4 years of this piece of garbage. And in fact, and again, I hate to do it. I hate to do it, okay? But it's necessary. We have to remember where we were in order to not end up back there again. So let me remind all of you, and the chat is about to go ballistic, okay? The chat's about to go ballistic, and it's not going to be positive. But we have to. We cannot go back.
Happy Transgender Day of Visibility. I am Admiral Rachel Levine, the Assistant Secretary for Health at the Department of Health and Human Services. For the second year in a row, the transgender flag is flying above our department in Washington, D.C. And this is an affirmation of the administration's support for the transgender community and across the nation, as well as our support for evidence-based gender-affirming care.
Produced by the U.S. Department.
Yeah, that's what we were dealing with not too long ago. That's scary. That's very scary. But now we have this guy in office. Okay, we have this guy instead. I don't know if you can hear this. The audio is pretty low.
Go ahead. Yeah, blue shirt.
Thank you, Mr. President. People in India will naturally welcome your decision to extradite Thakur Rana to India back home. In that context, I would like to ask you a question about in last.
You can already see Trump giving like the side look, like.
Last few years, we have seen several groups in the U.S. raising anti-India voice, calling about separation, terrorism activities in India. Do you think that should continue here in the U.S. as well?
You're going to have to go louder.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite Thakur Rana to.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
I can't understand a word he's saying. Next. Can't understand anything. Oh my God. Trump is the GOAT. All right. Trump is the absolute GOAT. Is this another one? I think this is another. No, this is. Here we go. So you guys can hear this one better.
Anti-India voice, calling about separation, terrorism activities in India. Do you think that should continue here in the U.S. as well?
You're going to have to go louder.
Mr. President, people in India would be welcoming your decision to extradite Thakur Rana to.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
May I, sir? May I? May I, sir?
Go ahead.
Oh man, it's so great. The best. Also, Planned Parenthood deleted everything off of their Instagram. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Planned Parenthood pulled an usher and basically deleted everything off of their Instagram. Looks like they're doing some cleaning up because they don't want to be caught. Interesting, to say the least. Whatever could Planned Parenthood be hiding? I don't know. Guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? Yeah, they're horrible people. I mean, Planned Parenthood. Oh. Is this real? Chat, I need some help. I need confirmation from the chat. Chat is always right. Chat, is this real? Is this a real picture? Chat, is this real? I think this is probably a real picture. If anybody can confirm in the chat, is this real? Looks to be real. This is her post McDonald's trip right here. So this is after McDonald's. and she's going to yell at RFK because she doesn't want him to change anything about McDonald's. So I can't confirm if it's real, but it seems like it probably is real. But I can't confirm. We'll see. We'll see. Donald Trump has banned an Associated Press. Hang on. Donald Trump has banned the Associated Press from the Oval Office. Now, I don't know if that was just one reporter or if it was the entire AP, but this was earlier today. Donald Trump banned the AP from the Oval Office. So, let's see here. Jeremy Strong. Oh man, I would never do that. I love this chat too much. Okay, I would never do that. All right. So don't say that. Don't say I'm doing mean things to the chat. All right, I would never do that to the chat. We love the chat way too much. I would never do anything mean or disrespectful at all. It's just not how I'm built. We love the chat. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but leadership just is in this man's blood. This is Donald Trump. After the planes hit the Twin Towers, this is Donald Trump.
I think we'll do fine. Donald, what do you think about all this? You're a developer. You've built buildings all your life.
Well, there's never been anything like this. It's disgraceful. And I hope we attack fast. I hope we find out who it is and go fast. Okay.
Why do you want to come down here today?
I have about 100 men working down here, so just to spur them on. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. I have over 100 men out, and I hear doing an amazing job, so I just want to give them some support.
These are men from here in development?
Yeah, men from my company. We have another 100 coming in a little while.
And how long have they been down here?
They've been down here for about a day and a half.
What have you talked to other developers? Are they donating their time, their men's work?
Well, I hope they are. I haven't really focused on that, but we have a lot of people coming down here and a lot of people down here now, and they're brave guys. A couple of them got hurt, but I'm just want to spur them on a little bit.
What did you think when you heard about this?
I was just down to Ground Zero. Ground Zero is a disaster. I've never seen anything like this. I hope we act very quickly. I hope we find out who did it and act accordingly and quickly.
Do you have any plans to donate money to the Widows and Children's Fund for the fallen firefighters?
I've done it over the years, and it certainly sounds like a good idea.
Amazing how they all wanted his opinion back then. They all wanted his take on everything. By the way, this Ashley St. Clair story is not going away. The New York Post is now talking about it. Conservative influencer Ashley St. Clair claims she had Elon Musk's 13th child. Holy shit, this is going to be a wild story, man. This thing ain't going away. It's not going away. So, it's everywhere right now. Everybody's talking about it, and everybody's like, wait, what? But I personally, like I said, it's just sad that the situation even had to be discussed in that way. By the way, President Trump has announced that he will be at the Daytona 500 this Sunday. That is the big NASCAR race every year. As I've said many times, I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. NASCAR has basically abandoned every single thing that made it popular back into the 80s and the 90s and even into the 2000s. NASCAR has abandoned every single thing that made it a once great American sport. Specifically catering to people like Bubba Wallace, who is a literal race baiting piece of shit. Bubba Wallace has made some negative remarks about President Trump coming to the Daytona 500. So we'll see how that impacts everything. But I'm glad that Trump is showing up to the Daytona 500 because, he's basically setting a tone for America. And, I'm loving it. I'm loving watching all of that play out. We do have, I got to find it really quickly. Let me read some super chats and then we got some more stuff to talk about really quickly. So where are we at here? I got to find out where my list is here. Here we go. One Guitar says $20 says, dude, you are truly the working man no matter the time of day I get on here. You're here live giving entertainment and surprisingly a great news source. And I thank you, good sir. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's Goodyear. I don't think it's guitar. I think I said guitar. I think it's Goodyear. But thank you, Juan. I appreciate it, man. Listen, I'm only as good as the chat allows me to be. Okay. I'm only as good as the chat allows. So if I'm doing a good job, that means the chat is allowing me to do a good job. So I really appreciate that, though. 8 o'clock for 20 says that reminds me, Jeremy, Easter's gonna Easter again this year. No more transgender day on the most holy day. We stay winning. We stay winning. Yes, we do. That is awesome. Thank you. 8 o'clock. Chad Layton says, Jeremy, gonna need to speak to your HR manager for the continued ear and eye cancer you keep putting on the screen. We need some Sydney Sweeney to fix this. Listen, I would love to see Sydney Sweeney just as much as the next person, but I don't make the rules. Proper 199 is how we get Sydney Sweeney. I don't make the rules around here, okay? I just work here. I just work here. So Proper 199 is how we get Sydney Sweeney. That's the rule. So we can. I'll see if we can change the rules, but that's the rule. You know what I mean? Pancake Proton says, I hope we get more money back this year with the IRS audit. I think we might. Bogged One says, typical conservative female grifting influencers. Yeah, 100%. Again, I think Ashley St. Clair is as fake as they come, but Storm Shadow says Elon and Nick Cannon battling for world supremacy. Nick Cannon. Packing Proton says, supposedly people are thinking some alien stuff might be sneaked into the JFK files for some reason. Wonder if anyone's gone through it at all yet. Well, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Obviously, Anna Paulina Luna is going to be on that investigation. Holy crap. Kevin, we're going to call it a proper 199, and I'm going to give the extended edition Sydney Sweeney proper 199. Here we go. All right, there we go, chat. Hopefully you're excited. Hopefully you're happy. How about I just do the whole show like this where I talk, but you get to look at Sydney Sweeney? Would that improve CobraCast? I think this would improve CobraCast personally. I mean, can anyone think of a downside to this? If I just played this clip the whole time and then I just talked, that would probably make for a much better show. If I'm being honest. But of course, we all know what the chat's thinking right now, right?
Should I do it?
Do not come.
Come on, baby. Come on. I'm gonna do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come. Beautiful white paint. It's coming down at 10,000 miles an hour. It's coming down at levels of speed that nobody ever even conceived of. Where it's rough, but it's coming, and now it's turned around. It turns around, and it's coming, and it's gonna. I said, oh, because you see at that bottom, this section right here, that sucker's. Oh. Should I do?
So damn good, dude. It's so good. Thank you, Kevin. The chat thanks you as well. Appreciate you, brother. Kevin in the house. Let's see here. Zach Attack says, sitting down in my chair playing Xenoblade while watching my favorite homosexual streamer talk about Trump's awesomeness. Life is good. Thank you. Enjoy Xenoblade. I've got a Nintendo Switch 2 video coming out later tonight. Let me see how badly my video is still tracking. Ooh, like it is tracking terribly. Maybe I need to let's see. Yeah, it's doing bad. But hey, it's going to take some time to get back in that algorithm on the main channel because we've been live streaming over there so much. So a tip to everybody out there, YouTubers, live streaming does not help your channel. If you are going to live stream, The best method is to unlist the live stream afterwards and re-upload it to a secondary channel if you're going to make regular videos on that same channel. So like the Geeks and Gamers channel, it hurts the algorithm significantly by all the live streams that we do. And that's something I've known about for a long time. So it's going to take some time to get back into the algorithm for sure. Same with this channel. Because I have all of my live streams public. If you leave your live streams public, it does not help your channel. It hurts your channel. And people are like, how does that happen? YouTube is ran by bots. So the bots simply look at performance of videos. So I'm up here. I'm uploading the video I've got a live stream going right now. Okay. So I've got a great amount of viewers. We got 3,500 people watching on YouTube alone. But what's going to happen is once the VOD, after the fact, after this video, becomes public, your retention rate on your live streams is not very good because people don't really watch the entire stream after the fact in the same numbers that they would if it was a smaller video. So the algorithm or the bots see a higher bounce rate on a lot of the videos on the channel if they're more live streams. They see a lot of people bouncing, just like a website with high bounce rates, things like that. So YouTube is all about retention. They advertise and promote videos that have a higher retention rate. If a video has a lower retention rate, then they're not as likely to promote that. So they look at the overall channel and they see this channel is not retaining the audience because it's full of live streams. That's how it works. Anyway, whatever, who cares, right? The Grand Duke says Vance is good, but APL would have been better. Well, I think that's a given. Eric K says Ohio will be illegal to masturbate unless you are LGBT. How will they know, or how will they make you do a sex act to prove you were gay? Jeremy safe. What? I haven't heard anything about that. It's fucking weird. Archer Blade says no half measures. Tom Homentrout. The Grand Duke says Elon's dad fathered a kid at 72, I believe. Nice. Hope says we have a problem. The woke right is openly doxing people that talk shit on Twitter. I sent you a DM. I think leftist insurgents are egging people on. I'll check it out. There's a lot of craziness going on right now online, man. That's for sure. Let's see. Oh, over on Rumble, we've got Mar Millen for $10. Says Elon's 180 on Trump is the same as JD Vance. Smart people can be ill-informed from the media news that they consume. Not everyone looks deeper than a headline. That's true. That is true. I agree with you. Zinni Biscuit says, all I want for my birthday next month is to end the Russia-Ukraine war. I literally want nothing else. Looks like Trump wants that too. That's a good guy to have on your side. Johnny Witzkis is hoping to give hoping to give that above average, sweet above average love, swig of apple juice for the working man. Oh, was that Valentine card thing that meme was made one year? Mod Eric says uploading a video during or around FNT does not help you. Many of the same people only have so much time. I don't worry about shit like that. I mean, YouTube tells me not to upload at night too. And I made a history of getting like 300,000 view videos for my overnight uploads. Most people say don't do the late night uploads. I don't care. Do whatever the fuck I want. Space Beast says it was the best of times and it was the best of the time. Or wait, say it was the best of times and it was the best timeline. What probably isn't smart is uploading a video when I go live on my biggest live stream. That's more impactful than FNT for me. Babylon 5 is better than Stargate. Says, how was Captain Black Ant African Panther? Good Lord. All right. How was Captain Black Ant America Panther? Holy fuck. What does this even say? You didn't even spell Panther correctly. How am I supposed to read this shit? Elon Musk. Stephen DeLeon says, for Jeremy's eyebrows transplant fun. Shout out West Texas. Stephen DeLeon rules all. Phil Collins says, who's more gay, Jeremy or Obama? Your name's Phil fucking Collins. Do you like Phil Collins? Mad cow disease in person. Eric says, someone give Letitia James 4 3x cheeseburger and a bucket of fried with a pie. Maybe she will calm down. Probably not. Patty McShane says, What? Jessica Lindstrom, Secret Racism. Jesus Christ. Phil Collins says, Biggie Smalls as trans. Tin Head says, she has eyes like a chameleon. This is proof she is a lizard person from outer space. Prove me wrong. Sideless says that whenever any form of government becomes instructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish the Declaration. Grand Potato says, hey, Letitia James, how's that federal investigation going? Funny how she is being investigated for the very thing she was going after Trump for. Beat. Packing Proton says, great character arc. Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z goes from killing entire populations and eating them to being a family man and changing diapers. Krista knows all about that. Let me see. SBZ says, Jeremy has a body pillow of Trump and Nolan. Let's see. Gary on FNT. Well, I mean, you know, I'd rather have a body pillow of living celebrities. I mean, he's got a dead celebrity of his Tolkien body pillow. That's just fucking weird, okay? At least my body pillow are of dudes that are still alive. Gary's like sleeping around with dead dudes' body pillows. That's just fucked up and weird, okay? So, there you go, Gary. Or maybe he's got a Peter Jackson body pillow. Fat, slobby Peter Jackson body pillow. You know, I mean, that's kind of weird too. Yasake says, happy Valentine's Day to you and your BF, Jeremy. Long distance relationships are tough, but I'm sure you and Critical Drinker can make it work. Let's see here. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead says, do you think the new Captain America has the DEI Captain America? Are you going to see the movie? So I didn't see the movie. I decided against it. I was going to see the new Captain African American, and then I decided, fuck this movie. Like, I don't want to see it. The only reason I was going to see it was for content. Fuck Marvel and fuck the new Captain America bullshit. So I stayed home and watched Cobra Kai. I just don't care. I don't care. I can't pretend to give a shit about Marvel at this point. I can't pretend to care about Star Wars or Marvel or any of it. I have zero faith in anything that they're doing. I don't care. Fuck them all. They can all go straight to hell. I don't care. That's my stance on it. I just don't fucking care. So I was sitting there going, yeah, man, I got to do this, man. I got to make content. I'm like, fuck this movie and fuck Marvel and fuck Disney. Let's see. Packet Proton says, more possible winning, possible hearing of band song Zippity Doo Dah in Disney, current rumor. There's a lot of rumors that Splash Mountain could make a return. I don't see that happening personally. But it would be funny if Trump signed an executive order to force Disney to bring back Splash Mountain. I mean, he signed an executive order to ban freaking paper straws. So, you know, JM the Elite Fan 450 says, ain't been here in a while due to work. Hope you and the crew are all doing well. Quick question. Who's going to get the higher score before it's all said and done? Elon or Johnny Sins? Laughing my ass off. Elon's making a run, man. Elon's making a run. That's for sure. I ain't hating. I ain't hating at all. Man's got to do what a man's got to do, right? So it is what it is. Okay. Is this oh, wait. What is this? Oh, okay. We've got some of the Elon interview. Really? Okay. Here we go. 27 minutes?
Joint interview. Let's watch. You're both aware, you have to be keenly aware.
Oh, this is the same clip. Damn, I fell for it. Well, we'll watch it again.
The punditry class, not that, you know, I think you've proven they have no power anymore because they threw everything they had at you and they didn't win. And that was, you know, the New York Times, Washington Post, 3 networks, every late night comedy show, 2 cable channels. They just threw everything, lawfare, weaponization. Sure. And now I see they want you two to start, they want a divorce. They want you two to start hating each other. And they try, President Elon Musk, for example. You do know that they're doing that to you.
Oh, I see it all the time. They tried it, then they stopped. That wasn't. They have many different things of hatred. Actually, Elon called me. He said, they're trying to drive us apart. I said, absolutely. No, they said, we have breaking news. Donald Trump has ceded control of the presidency to Elon Musk. President Musk will be attending a cabinet meeting tonight at 8 o'clock. And I say, it's just so obvious. They're so bad at it. I used to think they were good at it. They're actually bad at it, because if they were good at it, I'd never be president. Because I think nobody in history has ever got more bad publicity than me. I could do the greatest things. I get 98% bad publicity. I could do, outside of you and a few of your very good friends, it's like the craziest thing. But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Yes.
And that interview airs next Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern. All right, Judge Janine, more singing from the Democrats.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying that?
I have to tell you that there is no better way for the Democrats to continue to destroy themselves than to continue on this mission that they have with the F Trump and F Elon and the singing, when the American people are like, we get this, just the way the President Trump was saying, we get this. We want to know where all the expenditures are going. I just said to someone, did you know that $22 billion went to illegals from Joe Biden over 2 years, I think actually a year and a half, for them to buy a house and buy a car and start a business when senior citizens and veterans are, homeless or trying to figure out medication or food. So I just hope the Democrats continue to go down that road. Now, 14 attorney generals across the country are now suing, saying that Elon Musk doing this is a violation of the Appointments Clause, and he lacks Senate confirmation, and he's got too much private information at his hands. You know what?
Funny how they never mentioned this about Dr. Fauci. Funny how they never mentioned that no one elected Anthony Fauci. No one gave Anthony Fauci the power to tell us we had to stay in our houses, that we had to get our 18th fucking booster, that we should wear a mask. Never had any problem with Fauci barking out orders, did they?
It's nothing more than politically motivated attempt to destroy and hide. Because as a prosecutor, I say to myself, like, who is against exposing fraud and corruption? Okay, the ones who are at risk of being charged with fraud and corruption. And, the ones who favor a bureaucracy. And let the Dems do it. They'll lose again.
We're seeing polling in Arizona from swing state people. Kennedy, they want them to keep going. They say keep cutting. They love it.
And it was actually a very interesting polling group, because it was people who had voted for Biden in 2020 who then switched their votes to Trump in 2024, because Bidenomics, as was the case for most people in the country, it didn't work out for them. So it didn't work out for them because their taxes are too high, eggs are too expensive. People still are having a hard time making mortgage payments and paying the rent and affording college and everything else. So now they're realizing where that hard-earned tax money is actually going. And the more we hear about 160 million.
It's real simple. The more research people do, the more that they hate the Democrats. It really is a simple thing called, the more you inform yourself, the more you hate Democrats. This is not complicated. People hear Democrats and they automatically, because the mainstream has controlled the narrative for so long, because Hollywood and big tech has controlled the narrative for so long, they generally just go, Democrats, they're for, they for freedom of this and freedom of that. The slightest bit of fucking research you do, the more you hate Democrats. It's that simple.
$1 billion going to a Canadian electric school bus factory that has now declared bankruptcy and never made good on their promise to deliver school buses, 100 million of them, to 55 school districts in the country.
Her glasses look retarded, by the way.
That's where my money has gone. They actually want more of it, because the feeling is, if you cut out entire departments and if you shed sunlight on all of this waste and abuse, then maybe taxes will finally come down. Then maybe federal expenditures will come down. And I'm shocked that Democrats haven't gotten on board
Kennedy.
with it.
She used to be like on MTV, I
We're
think.
not helping people if we're squirreling this money away to projects that do absolutely nothing. We're Democrats. We're the party of the working man. So let's ferret out the abuse and find better, less expensive ways to truly help people. But they're not.
I kind of like Kennedy was on MTV like a long time ago. How is she not like 90 at this point in time? It seems like she should be like 90 years old. I'm kind of shocked.
That, and that's dumb.
Why can't they just have a reasonable position, Harold, where they thread the needle and say, yeah, we don't need the sex changes for the Guatemalans. You know, we don't need the DEI operas, but maybe we could just do this in a little bit of a more constitutional way.
Good to be with you, Kennedy. Good to see you. I think, and happy Valentine's Day. I think a couple things.
Well, Harold, thank you. I didn't think we were at that level.
We're not. Nor will we ever be. But I was really wishing all the viewers happy Valentine's Day.
Gay jokes, we're back.
I think that
gay jokes
Kennedy
on
touches
mainstream
something
media.
with
Let's
the Arizona
go.
swing voters. And Democrats need to be mindful. These were Democrats, or at least voted Democrat, then voted Republican this last go round. How they're perceiving this and how they're evaluating. This is the group that Democrats, I think, those that are singing outside the agencies and outside the Capitol, I think this is the group they're trying to appeal to, but they're not. A separate survey that Gallup conducted showed that 45% of Democrats think that Democrats need to be more moderate. It's an 11-point increase from just 3 or 4 years ago. These are the things we should be taking note of. Now, what President Trump and Mr. Musk and others are doing with this Doge and some of the other things, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. This is only 4 weeks in here. We've got a long way to go. Democrats, if you are serious about wanting to reform government, then offer your own ideas. Offer other ideas to make government operate more efficiently. Offer more ideas to help cut spending and to bring our deficit down and to help tackle this enormous $36 or $37 trillion deficit that we have. I think Donald Trump knows something as well. If we're 6 months from today, or when we're 6 months from today, and he is still not engaging Congress. I think right now, not engaging Congress is serving him well. A Democrat, Republican alike, they can't wrap their heads around the speed and the scale in which he is operating at this point. But if you, in that same poll of Arizona voters, it showed that people are giving the president a little latitude and benefit of the doubt on inflation. If we find ourselves with high prices like we have today, 6 months from now, 8 months from now, and Republicans can't come together in the House and the Senate around a border security bill, which they seem to be squabbling about right now, even a long-term budget deal.
I have to say, because I just keep scrolling Twitter while I'm looking for other stories, and the amount of Christian conservative influencers that are cheering on this Ashley St. Clair Elon Musk thing is fucking wild. Like, it's wild. And like, it's fine. Like, I'm not saying you should judge people, but when you're sitting there preaching from the high heavens as your Christian conservative influencer, and then because it's Elon fucking Musk, all of a sudden we're like, oh, congratulations, Ashley. I'm so happy you slept with Elon Musk and are having a child out of wedlock. I'm so happy. Congratulations. It's fucking wild. So many fakes out there, dude. So many. It's unbelievable. Go look at the replies for her tweet, dude. Every major social media conservative, Christian conservative is celebrating this shit.
We may have a different conversation, but as we sit here today, Jesse, I agree with you. And I agree with Kennedy. This is not a moment to be singing outside of agencies. This is a moment to get serious about a plan, about a set of ideas, and frankly, how we would make government operate more efficiently.
If you could doge one thing at this table, Harold, would it be Greg's collar?
I like Greg's collar.
I'd let him doge.
Doge.
Yes.
A different turn.
Greg?
Jesse.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
You look great.
And thank you for the chocolate.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I
thank
know
you.
Belgium's your favorite.
You asked Harold about, can they do a reasonable position? It's hard because that lane is taken. When you say reasonable position, you mean common sense. So that's the high ground, and there's nothing around a high ground. I'm not interested in saying that the Democrats suck. Leave that to outnumbered. I say right now you suck, but here's what you got to do to get out of it. I think a lot of Dems, people watch this show. There are more Democrats watching this show than CNN and MSNBC combined. So they come here for some kind of free therapy. And I'm here to give it to you because I actually want them to join us. And the Democrats have a choice to join the good guys or become a Bond villain. Because if you're going to defend waste, fraud, and abuse, you are basically embracing the life of a Bond villain. Actually, it's worse than that. It's like it is. Do you ever watch a zombie movie and you go like, it would be just so much easier to get bitten and become a zombie because then you're no longer terrified.
I've never considered that.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I go like, just get bitten. That's what I think that a lot of Dems are doing is that they're embracing a role that is just easier, but it forbids them from ever becoming the good guy. They're becoming a zombie. And I think this is a bigger moment than maybe most people realize.
I never really thought about it from that perspective, but it's not a bad take. It's not a bad take because you see the humans, they're just living in such shitty circumstances. They can never enjoy anything. It's a constant battle. You're like, man, if I just get bitten, I can have so much easier life right now.
This is I think the biggest political moment since the fall of communism. In that case, that end was definitive. The wall comes down, USSR dissolves. Suddenly communism just evaporates, except in colleges. For the Democrats, the wall has come down. And many of their leaders sense that the Democrat Party of before is dead. It's not in need of a rebrand. It's in need of a full body and mind transplant. And it's really hard to do that when you still have that stuff, the singing, the equity, the DEI. I don't think you can underestimate how wokeness, which is fueled by identity politics, essentially cultural Marxism, infected the party and ate it out, devoured it from the inside. In a way, it's very similar to what happened to USSR, except it happened to a party.
It's the like what the Democrats have done. It's the literal meaning of like a house of cards. They built something that had no foundation and no strong structure whatsoever. And it had nothing. There was no substance to it. And all it took was for Donald Trump to just say, fuck you. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. Everything the Democrats did was built off of, we're going to intimidate you by calling you a racist or a sexist. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call you a racist or a sexist if you do anything that we don't like, and that's going to make everyone back down from our bullshit. That's going to make them not look into everything we're doing. They're going to be afraid because no one wants to be branded a racist or a sexist. That was the idea behind it. And now, here they are, where Donald Trump was the only powerful person that was willing to say, like, fuck you. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do, and I'm not going to back down. And that's all it took. And now everything that they had, it looked like they had all of this power, and it looked like they had all of this influence, and it looked like there was a perception of it. And they did have it, but the reality of it is it only took one person to stand up against it for it to collapse. And we're witnessing the collapse. And the Democratic Party is in free fall now. They're in full-on free fall mode, panic, collapse all across the board. They have no identifiable leader. They have no person or personality that you can look to and say, this person leads the Democratic Party. This is the future of the Democratic Party. MAGA has that. They don't.
Party, not a country. So I think that the Dems, my advice is to stop thinking about the role as an adversary to Trump. You have to ask yourself, what are we? You may find out that you're not anything anymore. And then you have to decide, what does that mean? Do I leave this party? Do we start something new? What would that new thing be? Because it's really hard to find an oppositional point to Trump because he's neither conservative, right? He's neither liberal. He's basically a populist, and it's hard to get footing when the guy's picking 80-20 popular issues. It's like when you said, a reasonable position, every one of them is taken.
And you're welcoming Democrats.
Marmillon for Oral Rumble says, I mean, are they supposed to immediately chastise her and the kid for out of wedlock? No, not necessarily. But I just think that this is where if you are going to make your entire social media presence about your Christian conservative values, and you're going to constantly give the purity test to everyone else about not living the life that you think they should live, then it looks very hypocritical when you're literally congratulating someone else for doing the very thing you chastise others for because she slept with Elon Musk. I mean, Elon's never claimed to be like a Christian or anything like that. So who cares? Like, he do whatever he wants. But all of these virtue signaling losers that, again, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. I've always believed that. People that project so hard on social media, like, and it's not even just like influencers. People that like fill their Instagram up with like trying to make you see that their life is perfect and wonderful and look how happy I am and look at this and look where I'm going and look at this. They're fucking miserable because they need social media gratification. So they project this bullshit all on social media because their real life is a fucking train wreck. So they put this illusion out there so that they can get satisfaction through that. It's a cope is what it is. And that's why social media is dangerous from that perspective. If you don't understand the line, getting likes and getting, satisfaction online for your own personal life and your personal beliefs is not satisfaction. It's not. And I see that so much. I remember, I've said it before. What stand-up was it? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle said it at a stand-up, and it's the most accurate thing I've ever heard. He talked about his life, and he's like, everybody thinks I have this great life. He's like, my life's like an above-ground pool. And everybody's laughing. He goes, it's a pool. And I'm like, holy shit, that is the most accurate representation of my life. Like, I have a pretty good life. I have ups and downs. I have, things that are good, things that are bad. I have an above ground pool. It's an above ground pool. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's a pool. And that's kind of how I feel like most people's lives are. And I think that we look at everyone else on social media and we see that this life that they project, and it makes us feel like, man, my life sucks. Look what this person's doing. Look how happy this person is with their selfie and their family. And look, they're going here and they're going there. They must be so happy. And it makes everybody else feel like their life sucks. But I think most people that are happy have an above ground pool life. Just a good life. We have good, we have bad, we have stress. We have ups and downs in our family, and that's just how life is for the majority of people. But anyway, fuck whatever I said, right?
That's to go on this road of self-discovery here on the 5.
I think that it's very hard to join the good guys if it's a blow to your ego and the opportunity costs that you've already dropped into your side.
Greg, I give you even more credit. I think it's the Republican Party and Democrat Party as we know it today that is flummoxed and frankly has to reinvent itself.
I think you're right.
And it's
Sparrow says, dude, you make 1,000 in each live stream, 1,000 plus in each live stream. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Am I supposed to explain that I don't have an individual channel? I have 10 channels. I have about 25 people on the team. I reinvest all the money back into Geeks and Gamers. And if you saw my bank account, you would laugh. I guarantee you most of this chat probably has a bigger bank account than I do because I try to reinvest as much as I possibly can. I don't nickel and dime people. And I'm not a great businessman. That's just the reality of it. If I was a better businessman, I'd be rich as fuck. But I'm just not. I'm not a good businessman. I don't like being a shrewd businessman. I like being as objective. I like being as responsible as I can with what I'm trying to build. If I was an individual streamer just doing D-Day Cobra, I would be rolling in the fucking dough. But that's not what I've built. That's not what I've tried to build. And that was never my intent. So anyway, but yes, I do make a lot on live streams. Thankfully, because the people seem to think I'm worth it, or maybe they don't. But yeah, but I don't, that I'm not rolling in the dough. I wish that was the case though, but I'm not.
Trump that's going to organize it.
It's bigger than we ever thought.
Live look at Lower Manhattan now, where attorneys general from New York and Connecticut are speaking to the press about their efforts to stop Elon Musk's Doge team.
Nobody wants to see this shit again.
From judges to state
I
officials.
do want to hear what they had to say, but I don't want to hear Letitia James.
To root out waste, fraud, and abuse. However, our next guest argues that that's exactly.
All right, let me read some super chats real quick, since I make 1,000 per live stream. Let's see here. Holy crap. Locals. I should just play this video and look at the pictures on Locals, but I guess I'll show the chat. You want to see it, chat? Chat, how much do you appreciate CobraCast? Swig of water for the working man. There we go. Swig of water for the working man. There you go. Congratulations to everybody. It's been a great stream. Okay. All right, I got to take that picture down or I'm never going to pay attention to the chat. Stop posting those pictures. Oh, McCock. You know what? If I have to see it, everybody else does too. Blame McCock. Blame McCock. He posted it, not me. You can't blame me. You can't blame me. Okay? You can't blame me. All right? You ruined it. Jeremy the Cyborg for 20. As a disabled veteran, I can testify that Letitia James' statements that veterans' payments have been halted is a lie. Also, one of my roommates is on Social Security, and he got his payments too. She's a lying bitch. What's up, Jeremy the Cyborg? Shout out to you, brother. And thank you for that Stone Cold Steve Austin vest, dude. That was freaking cool as shit. So I appreciate that, man. Let's see. Blowing Up Deluxe is just when you think CobraCast couldn't be more gay, and we get man body pillows. Gay Carpenter for 10 says Jeremy is Ratatouille reverse, speaking through the fig's blowhole. I haven't seen Ratatouille in a long time. I wouldn't mind checking that one out again. Minty for 20 says, dude, Jeremy, you popped up as a featured live stream when I opened up the YouTube app. I guess the tides are shifting. Really? Probably because you're subscribed, though. I would say that's probably because you're subscribed, I would think. But either way, that's good. That's good. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good to see you here, Minty. Where we at? Too High Strung says, look at the eyes. It's definitely real. Hope says, this is what I super chat DM you about. Is doxing her cool? Ashley St. Clair, is that what we're talking about? I don't know if that's what we're talking about. John freaking Murdoch says she needs to take advantage of Canadian health care. Samsung Young says, F Elon. Already did. Ashley St. Clair. I mean... the Karen you fig. Oh, sorry. No, I still don't think, like, unless she's, if you're making direct threats about somebody, if you're going on a rant like that, I don't think doxing is the right method to go about. Not at all. Grant Potato says that woman forgot her meds that day. She was a bit out there. Phil Collins says that you're my favorite, ma'am. Too High Shrunk says all these tradcon women are hoes. Zero surprise. iCrux says, I made a meme, sent it to you on Twitter. Noted. Eric K says, first time super, long time listener. Jeremy is one of the finest streamers and entertainers to ever sit behind a mic. Yay, Jeremy, you are doing a great job. Stop lying. Somebody else says, dear sir, fuck you, as you were. Also, your inauguration day has partially replaced my Mahler playlist. More fig, more. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Desert Viper says, most epic Trump and Elon video on X, bro, sent your way. On Twitter, okay. Desert Viper says, just hit play. You won't regret it. Super epic. Rado, new member. Thank you. Warbrew says, Jeremy is the exemplar of the greatness that is CobraCast. You've been complimenting me way too much lately, and it's making me very uncomfortable. Again, I don't like compliments. Please insult me. Do not compliment me. The Tactician Musician. Speaking of Xenoblade, I could not recommend. I could not recommend at least trying XC3 enough, especially if you're a dad. It hits you different. Also, very pro-life game. Noted. That's the reason. I mean, I talk about with Interstellar. Again, someone brought me this, by the way. Freaking great. The Endurance Space Exploration patch. Freaking badass. But yeah, I mean, as a father, it just hits you differently. I personally, like, I'm not saying that people that aren't that's not a father, I'm not saying it can't work for them. I'm not saying that it makes it a better movie. I'm saying, like, for me as a father to a daughter, the father-daughter dynamic in Interstellar hits me differently. I've actually talked to people who told me they saw it before they were a parent and then watched it after becoming a parent, and they completely see the movie in a whole different perspective. And so, yeah, so I'll check that out though. I'm always about video games or movies like that. CBGBs for $4.99. Thank you. Jason Ingram says, I arrived just now. So this is my atonement for arriving late. You may also meme me to death. Hell yeah. Let's go. Hayden Wayne for 50. Had a rough past couple of days, but I love what we are seeing in the government. I hope they continue to root out the corruption and bloat. Thanks to the 199 and the GCA for always helping me feel better when things are tough. Sorry to hear that, Hayden Wayne. We got your back around here, brother. It was awesome seeing you in Orlando, and I do appreciate it greatly. For those of you that are at the meetup, and again, I greatly appreciate what everybody did at the meetup. Everybody was awesome. We had, unfortunately, and I'm sad about this, but it's a positive at the same time, but we had too many people for even our panel. There was people that were shut out of the room for the panel even. Funny enough, Valiant Renegade told me that they wouldn't let him into the room. And then he said he pointed to me, to the worker. He told the worker, he says, you see that guy right there? I can call him right now. And he says, I'm going to call that guy right now. And he goes, or I can just walk in. And the lady let him walk in, which is pretty damn funny. And then also at Universal Studios, our meetup at there, again, people could not get in. We hit capacity in that building as well. So we hit the capacity at MegaCon for the panel, and then we hit capacity at the Red Coconut Club for our meetup. Insane. So I really appreciate Universal Studios, the whole cast. Everybody was awesome, man. It was cool. I know Ryan had mentioned this earlier on Friday Night Tights, but they did a great job, and I'm looking forward to the next meetup, and we're already working on it. We're already working on it next year for MegaCon Orlando, and it was pretty cool, and it was great meeting all of you. I had a surprise for a lot of people. I don't think anybody's even mentioned this, and this just shows how awesome the audience is. No one has mentioned this. I'll mention it just because it was. I appreciate that our audience said literally nothing, but I actually had my daughter there, and she met a lot of people, and they were shocked. They were like, holy crap. So yeah, she was actually there. She was at the meetup, and she met a lot of the people that showed up to the meetup, and people were completely blown away by that. Blowing Up Deluxe with 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lou Silver says, Elon doing the Lord's work. What the fuck are we paying for? I heard that. Yeah, he's crushing it, man. He is crushing it right now. Let's see where we're at. Babylon 5 is better than Stargate. Says, prove me wrong. I would never do that. Vault 95 says, gaming stream tonight. We No, it won't be this weekend. No, not honestly. This weekend might be a gaming stream. Okay, maybe. Shadow Sand says, "Where is the executive order to release Titanfall 3? Get on it, Trump." Dark Meat Collins says, "Any big balls news? Did you change your name from Phil Collins to Dark Meat Collins?" Let's see. Dark Meat Collins says, "How long before YouTube allows you to say fig?" We'll see. Blue Silver says, "She was 20 and 87, dude. One day you'll be 49 too. LOL." I'm not that far off. Ian Dar says, "Jesus greater than any political party." Kevin Spears says, "We would not be here if we didn't go through the last 4 years." Very true. Hope says, "Christians are looser than Catholics, you fig censor." What? Kevin Spears says, "Dims are when the Titanic snapped in half." Let me see. 8 o'clock says, "In the great words of Papa Gundam, the influencers got it on credit too." Yeah, I mean, listen, Ashley St. Clair hit the lottery. Credit where credit's due. Sharp says, "I understand the hypocrisy, but I can't get mad if those two having a kid is a net win for humanity." Oh, I agree completely. I'm not mad at it at all. Shadow Sand says, "He can't even buy his mods nuggies." Rob says, that's great, man. But which side are you on?" Mountain Gnome, thank you. Mountain Gnome again, thank you. Jupiter Knight says, Yanette Garcia, Mexican weather girl. Yeah, I've seen her. She works out. NDI says, "Jeremy, you're the nicest, sweetest, kindest, most real person on the internet. You're so handsome. Now take them pants off." What? What is going on? Now I gotta.
This is not okay. It's just not.
It's not.
And we got to do better.
We got to do better. Shadow Sand says, "Jeremy may hate compliments, but you know who despises them? Our stunning Jessica Lindstrom. So don't compliment her, chat." Let's see. Kylito's Corner says, "Cobra Kai never dies. 199. Rowdy Bush for the 500. I mean, I would love if Kyle Busch wins the 500. I'll probably watch the Daytona 500 this weekend. I hate Bubba Wallace so much, but I don't hate Bubba Wallace from a perspective of like when I hated Jeff Gordon, or when I hated Jimmy Johnson, because I didn't really hate those guys. I hated those guys within the context of NASCAR. I genuinely despise Bubba Wallace as a human being. I think he's a literal piece of shit. So I hate him. I wish that he was nowhere near NASCAR. And so it makes me just not want to watch anything. So Dog Mama says, "For you, for my birthday, just in case you don't see my member chat, love the blue background. Thanks for all you do." Hey, thank you. Yeah, we got it blue tonight, so changed it up a little bit. So, and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Fubi says, "Stay amazing, my guy. Keep hating compliments, you fig." Kingdom Hearts Gamer, "It was great meeting your beautiful daughter." Hey, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you, Kingdom Hearts Gamers. Awesome meeting you as well. And everybody at the meetup, it was freaking great, man. And I can't wait to do it again. We're building something pretty special. And with all the response, they know that now. They know that we bring hundreds and hundreds of people. And they know that everybody's there is going to support the business and whatever the business we are at, whether it's, I'll be honest, we definitely need to, like, I don't care about the people that show up, but I'm just saying, like, from a team standpoint, I gotta like limit the alcohol intake for our team. They're going to have to dial some of that back. And cause there was some interesting moments. And if we're there to work, we can't be getting shit-faced. Obviously, I don't drink at all. But some of the people on the team need to dial that back a little bit. Just a little bit. That's for a later time. Marmillan says, All right. I thought you meant they all should be like that John Delo Rose or whoever the fuck. I figured that, but it was just confused. Oh no, not at all. Yeah. That guy. Like, I'm just the more that we get, on this whole internet thing, the less people I want to be collaborating with. Not to say there's people I won't collaborate with, because there is, and there's a lot of people I get along with, but you just have a lot of people that are desperate to cling on, and they don't really have what's the word I'm looking for here? They don't actually believe in half the shit that they say, but they pretend that they're on the same side as you, and you can see right through them, like in no time at all. It's just wild, man. The internet and everything's crazy. Mark of Reality says it was great. It was good meeting you in Orlando last weekend. Hey, man, thanks, Mark of Reality. It's awesome meeting you too, brother. McCock says, I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drive the girls wild. I've got the moves that really move them. Send chills up and down their spine. Shawn Michaels intro song right there. I know that one. Like, everybody knows. If you watch wrestling, you know that's Shawn Michaels right there. Calito's Corner says, fear does not exist in this dojo. 199 Cobra Kai and never dies. Go Kyle Busch for the Daytona 500. I hope he can pull it off. The Under Armour Gamer says, who's the trans guy? Should Philly be the Saints, not the Eagles? Should Philly be the Saints, not the Eagles? I don't know what you're asking me there. I don't understand the question. Dog Mama says, made it home for CobraCast. I like the blue background better than the red. Happy birthday to me. It's really my birthday today. It's really, okay, so it's really your birthday. And again, I read your super chat just a few minutes ago. So happy birthday, and thank you for the compliment on the blue background. See, you can compliment the background. You just can't compliment me, okay? That's okay. You just can't compliment me. But happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. Rado, new member. Mandy F. says, Scott Pressler posted happy Valentine's Day, babes, from me to you with a pic of Caitlin Collins. I saw that. So damn funny. Wit says, this is too much fun. Stephen H. says, from Member Messages, thank you. Aaron Adams says, you need to bring Epic Mike back to gaming on Wednesday nights and bring Ryan back to Tuesday night and get rid of the DEI hire called Beardo. He sucks. Damn. Well, you know who's coming back Tuesday? Madam Savvy returns, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I know you are all so happy. Desert Viper says, awesome video your way on X, brother. Hail the 199. Hayden Wayne says, a group of us got to talk to Jeremy's daughter for a little bit. She's legit nerd, loves gaming and even tabletop. He did a good job. Appreciate that, man. She had a blast. She had a blast talking with all you guys. She was overwhelmed, but she loved every second of it. GB says, what Christian conservative is praising that? Go just look in the comment section right now of all of her replies. The same people that were praising Dave Rubin for literally buying children with his fucking gay husband. The same conservatives that tell you how evil it is that children are being mistreated. Those same ones were praising Dave fucking Rubin and his husband for buying children. So Cyber Hunk returns, says, I agree with you on the influencers, big Elon fan, but thought the news was a little trashy. Either way, it's lame to have a strong opinion about it. Well, I personally don't have a strong opinion on it personally. I'm good with it. I'm not good with Dave Rubin buying kids, but I'm good with Elon hooking up with hot chicks and having babies. I mean, go for it, man. Black Tailgate says, did you see what Lee Zeldin found in the EPA? I saw some reports about that, but I didn't look into the details. John Ruck says, hit the like, y'all. I still have no clue what a pony soldier is. Also, I went to Rumble to rant cross-eyed grimace horse muss. Grand Potato says, careful, Jeremy. Ryan is rubbing off on you. Indie says, I'm kidding. You're gay. I mean, that what you said was pretty gay, Indie. Yusake says, most conservative e-celebs are sleuths behind the scenes, but hooking up with Elon, I understand. Still can't believe Lauren Southern slept with Destiny. I didn't even know about that. Ugh. Ugh. God, if true. It's just a super chat, so I'm not confirming anything, okay? Listen. conservatism online has been overrun with a bunch of fakes and phonies for a long time. That's the truth of the matter. Okay. That's why I always say, like, that's not me. Okay. I'm some random loser that likes video games and movies. And I basically looked at Donald Trump and I realized he was the only person that could save this country. And he was the only person that could blow up the political system. I do not align with the Republican Party. I do not align with the conservative side. I just don't. I don't align with any political party. I think aligning with political parties is gay. I look at the situation for what it is, and Donald Trump was the best man for the job. Simple as that. That's it, you know? And I don't like the Republican Party. I like the Republican Party as long as Donald Trump is in control of it. But without Donald Trump, the Republican Party is the same thing as a Democratic Party to me, ran by a bunch of cowards and fakes and phonies. Now, can Trump implement a new era? Because right now, MAGA is essentially the Republican Party. And if the MAGA ideology and the MAGA mindset can essentially just take over the Republican Party, then that's a good direction to move in. But time will tell. And right now, it does look like we have a bright future ahead of us with JD Vance, Donald Trump Jr., Elon Musk is going to be a major player in that. So, you know, there's a lot of good things moving forward for sure. Luis says, Jeremy, thanks for the Trump updates stream. Careful with the naked chicks. I'm married and my wife almost saw that. Gonna get me in trouble, bro. I'm sorry, brother. I appreciate it, though. Eric K says, Jeremy, your eloquent and intelligence are only matched by your looks and ability to, I don't even know what that, beguile your audience. What are you saying, Eric K? The corrector says, the sadness. There is a movie to watch. My apologies for your PTSD. Tommy says, get kicked off of TFT for DEIU fig. Sarcasm. Yeah, I got fired from Friday Night Tights. I got fired because honestly, my racism has kind of fallen off a little bit lately. And I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get my racism back up. But I've been suspended. Ryan suspended me. Ryan said, like, look, we got to get those numbers up. Got to get those numbers up. And I was like, okay, Ryan, I'm sorry. I'll try better. I'll do better. CG87343 says, not going to lie, but as a Christian conservative, I'm disgusted at what some of these alleged influencers on my side have to say. I'll just stick with Jeremy, the homosexual. Hail the 199. Hail. Thank you. AOE2 Freak says JD Vance is where I went from being skeptical about Trump to being like, I don't know why he's doing this, but it might be right. JD Vance is the single best decision that Trump has made on a personnel level in a long time. And again, that was a decision I very much second guessed and very much was like, what is he doing? Why is he bringing this guy into the fold? And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there's three people that actually influenced that decision. Do you guys know who the three people that influenced that decision are? Interestingly enough, do you know who they are? There's three people that pushed Trump to do this. Tucker Carlson, Donald Trump Jr., and Elon Musk. Those are the three. Tucker, Don Jr., Elon. Obviously, Vivek is a huge fan, and he's a friend of JD Vance, but I don't think Vivek has Trump's ear. I just don't. But I do. We know Tucker has his ear. We know Don Jr. has his ear, and we know that Elon has his ear. And those three guys were influential in getting JD Vance picked. John freaking Murdoch for $100. Speaking of compliments, your audio is outstanding tonight. I don't know what to do with that. Like, that's not really a compliment towards me. So I can accept that because it's not a compliment towards me. So I'll take that. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So I'm going to defer to that. Hey, it's just a good microphone. Okay. So, but thank you, John. I appreciate it. I like when John, when I was when I was in Orlando, and he's like, my wallet missed you. And I'm like, I missed your wallet too. Okay. Funny, the same thing. It was the same conversation Ashley St. Clair had with Elon. But anyway, Tommy says that you are gay. Sarcasm. Thank you. Socrates McGoat says it's true. And Marmillan for 10 says Destiny Lauren Southern is 100% true. It's crazy, dude. It really is, man. These conservatives, these conservative influencers, whatever, man. Philip Johnson says your lighting really highlights your what is that? Burgoning homosexuality. Brilliant choice. You have a real gift for set design. What the hell's going on here, man? What the hell's going on here tonight? Yeah, like the name, like Destiny. I didn't really know who Destiny was for the longest time, and he just kept. He has an ability to get conservative influencers to talk about him, and so you know, I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know, man. I guess if that's your cup of tea, go for it. But and I didn't really know who Lauren Southern was until a few years ago. And then she started kind of like you know, showing up in different circles, and then I found out she was like this conservative influencer from back in the day or whatever. And again, I didn't know a lot of these people. So, and I don't want to know a lot of these people. I don't want to collab with them. I don't care about them. Who's that one guy? Who's that fucking soy boy that used to be a big conservative influencer? He hates my guts. He's like a soy boy, and like pre-2016, I think he got a lot of traction for being a Trump guy, and then he turned into a leftist Democrat. Hunter Avalon, that's it, Mad Frog. Hunter Avalon. He hates me, and he has begged me to collab with him. He just hates me. And he like followed me on Twitter, and he was tagging me, and he was begging me to like have a debate with him. I'm like, you're so gay. I don't want to collab with you. So yeah, and I didn't even know who he was. And then I looked, I was like, oh, this guy, you know, like I had to look it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen you before. I've seen your videos. You were like this, like you used to have a big following, and people actually used to watch him. And then he turned into like a Trump hater, turned into a Democrat. He actually has a fantastic video on Ashley St. Clair where he put her on blast for being a phony and a fraud. But yeah, it was weird, man. So Hunter called Aripa and Az Republicans. That doesn't surprise me. Papa Yogi says, share 3PO stream. Jay's still sober. Go, go, go. Good old Jay. Fubi says, let's see. Are you a conservative influencer? Stay away, Elon. I do not consider myself a conservative influencer at all. I'm not sure. Like, people like to put me in different boxes. People like to say I'm an anti-woke YouTuber. I don't consider myself an anti-woke YouTuber. I consider myself a common sense YouTuber where I just call things out for what they are. Yeah, I've been called a lot of things, actually. So I'm not sure. I guess I'm in whatever box people want me to go in. Helen Keller, I'm not sure what you're typing. I'm not even going to try to read it. Archer Blaze says, Hunter, got that one. Tommy says, favorite DEI gay streamer. Hail, sarcasm. Let's see. Warrior says, hey, Jeremy, I just wrote a kick butt song about Doge. Mind if I post a link in the chat? You won't be able to post a link in the chat. Only mods can do that. So you can send it to me on Twitter, and I can take a look at it, though. But yeah, it won't let you post a link in the chat. Let me see. All right, that's the joke. Warbreer. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Bro. You can read it. You can read it yourself, okay? You can read it yourself. Wow. It didn't it didn't work. Oh man. Well, there you go. So this is not going away. The people talking about this is wild. Here we go. Hang on. A federal judge just sided with Elon Musk and Doge, rejecting an effort to block them from accessing government information systems. This is a huge win. Doge has now seen the green light to fully dig into Elizabeth Warren's CFPB, HHS, and Department of Labor. Expect many more of these wins in court. Let's go! Love it, man. This is what I voted for, baby. This is what I voted for. The complete destruction of the government is happening right before our very eyes, and it is awesome. Holy crap, this is awesome. Let me see here. What is this? Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Trump hung his own mugshot right outside the Oval Office. So right outside the Oval Office, Trump has his own mugshot. This guy is so badass. It's hard to comprehend just how badass Trump is. It really is, man. This guy is amazing. He does not care. He is in charge like I have never seen. Let me see. What is that? Okay, we got that one. I'm seeing if there's any more updates. I just saw that update about Doge. That was about an hour ago. This one right here, and this is completely unrelated, but it's still pretty interesting. This is like more Geeks and Gamers stuff, but Criticalist uploaded this right here. So if you look at the Captain America First Avenger, 83%. Captain America the Winter Soldier, 91%. Captain America Civil War, 83%. Captain African American, 34%. Interesting. You know, I wonder why. Whenever identity politics is at the forefront of what you're trying to do, everything else is going to suffer. As I've said many, many times. So let's see here. Elon's tweeting like crazy. Has Elon addressed the whole Ashley St. Clair thing on Twitter? Let's see. I wonder if he's going to address it. I don't know if he's going to address it. I mean, if I was Elon, I wouldn't. I would just be like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Yeah, I haven't seen him. He has not tweeted out anything about it. What is this? So this is a 40-minute compilation of basically Clinton and Al Gore talking so they're basically saying the same things that Trump and Elon are saying today.
The people demand and deserve an active government on their side. But they don't want a government that wastes money, a government that costs more and does less. They voted for change. They wanted a literal revolution in the way government operates. And now you and I must deliver. Yesterday, I announced the reorganization of the White House staff that will reduce our staff by 25% and cut costs by $10 million per year. Today, I have called you, the members of the cabinet, together to take the next step.
Sounds a lot like what Trump and Elon are doing, yet Democrats are telling us how horrible and terrible they all are. Interesting, isn't it?
To begin the overhaul of government as a whole. The steps we're taking today will save the American taxpayers $9 billion. They won't be easy, but they will make a difference. We have an obligation and an opportunity to change the way government works and to show that government can do more with less. Our government needs change. For the last dozen years, I've heard our leaders call loudly for less government while giving people more government, and perhaps more importantly, while giving almost no attention to better or different government, to new ways in which partnerships could be made with people in the private sector. And
so you get the point. They're just gonna. I mean, this is Democrat. This is everything Democrats say they hate, and yet here's Bill Clinton saying it right there. But I got this clip right here. This looks. Here we go.
You, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
Yes, let's go. That was for Steven Crowder right there. That's really freaking good. You'll love to see that one. Holy shit, man. The memes are glorious. We are so freaking back. Tommy says, F&T was too straight and not gay without you. Z Highness says, someone asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I was like, well, damn. Cue the damn clip 199. Where's my damn clip? Where the hell is it? There it is.
Again. Damn!
One more time.
Again. Damn!
Here we go. What's up, Z Highness? Fubi for 20 says, my wife and I met you last year at MegaCon on accident. I thought I was in line for the Ripa merch. Didn't realize it was Geeks and Gamers greet. Didn't know you who you were. We were fence sitters. Thanks for opening our eyes. Trump for the win. Hail the 199. That is an awesome super chat right there. I appreciate that. And yeah, man, that I take a lot of like pride in terms of like you guys, like if people actually can see things from a different perspective on the political landscape, that is awesome. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind that doesn't want to be changed, because I'm a firm believer that if you don't want your mind changed, then nobody's going to change your mind. You actually have to want to change your mind. You actually have to want to learn. So that's cool, man. It was, I appreciate that. So Luis says, Jeremy, what do you think about Trump possibly ending the Fed and kicking out the Rothschild bankers if they are real out of our country? I mean, I think that there's some things, and I think in terms of that and things like the IRS, I think that I've talked about this before, but Trump he's not this unhinged madman that the left tried to portray him as. While I don't think he's operating with 5D chess, I also don't think that he doesn't have some strategic thinking to the steps that he's taking. So there's bigger decisions like the IRS that I think he wants to. I think he does want to get rid of income tax. I think he does. I think he understands how big of a shift that will be and how that's not something he can just say or do. I think that Elon and Doge are building his case for him on something like that. So, yeah, I mean, but I think it's going to take time. You can't expect him to do every single thing within the first month or two. He's building the foundation for a lot of different things. The tariffs are one aspect of it. He's got to get those in the tariffs. I don't think he necessarily is wanting to tariff everybody. He's using the tariffs in order for United States to not be ripped off anymore. He's trying to make sure we're not being ripped off. And once that negotiation ultimately falls into play, I still don't think that he's serious about Canada being the 51st state, but he seems like he's serious. He's not backing off of this thing at all. He seems very direct about wanting Canada to be the 51st state. And I've said, like, I thought it was a negotiation tactic. I think it's more about making Canada a territory because that doesn't give them any voting power. He seems very fucking set on Canada being the 51st state. We'll see what else. I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. Hector says, can we make this the norm for every $20, 20 plus birthday super chat? Can we get the "It's Star Wars Day, my birthday, this is my girlfriend" clip? Which one is that? What clip is that? "It's Star Wars Day, my birthday, this is my girlfriend" clip. Which one is that? Am I drawing a blank on that one? I'm okay with doing that, by the way. Heart and Soul says Ashley St. Clair, aka Sex Laptop. Yeah. Let me see. Good luck finding it. I don't know if I've seen that one. Let me see. Go back to here. I'm going through my bookmarks because there was something else as far as the Ashley St. Clair stuff. I mean, I don't. There you go, right there. If you can read that. But here, hang on. Open a new tab. Where did it go? Did it open a new tab? So this is Ashley St. Clair. Well, if I could find it. No, it's not showing up. There we go. And boom. There it is right there. So that's a sex laptop right there. I wouldn't even be like, look, bottom line is, congratulations to her. She's made it. She's set for life. She's having the richest man in the world's baby. She is if anybody ever calls me a grifter, I'm going to be like, Ashley St. Clair is a grifter. Sinestro says, had to buy a super chat just to compliment Jeremy on his gayness. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Hail 199. Okay, bye. Thank you. I appreciate it. Piano Dean says, latest Trump executive order: when bowling only strike gets a high five. It can be extended to a spare, but only if the first ball was a gutter. Let's see. Or is that has the Big Ten surpassed the SEC in football? It's hard to even break it down, man. Like, I don't feel like college football is the same at all. I don't feel like any of it is the same with the transfer portal and the NIL. I don't think that we're going to have as much emphasis on conferences as we did, because the players have way too much power now. College football is essentially pro football now. And it's a big turnoff to somebody like me, who I've loved college football my whole entire life, and I've obviously loved the NFL, but it's been a clear differentiation in what the two were and the passion involved with college. And I think that we're going to lose all of that now. I just don't love college football anymore. It's the same reason I stopped watching NASCAR. It's the same reason I've stopped watching a lot of this stuff. I'm still an Alabama fan, still going to pull for Alabama, but this is the reason Nick Saban walked away, and it just doesn't have the same feel at all. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I think we're at the end, ladies and gentlemen. So 2.5 hours, CobraCast in the books. I will go live this weekend at some point. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to D-Day Cobra Gaming. So I'm looking forward to doing some gaming streams, hopefully this weekend as well. So let me see. Jeremy is mad. Bama can't get all the best recruits now. Not really. I mean, I was a Bama fan long before we started dominating. I think the essence of college football has been lost, and I think you're all going to see that. So your Bama hate, I get it. I know why people hate Bama. I get it, but it's just not going to be the same. Mountain Gnome with a 199 super sticker. Thank you. Ira Brownridge says Big Ten and SEC will leave the NCAA and start their own league one day. The NCAA just sucks. It just does. I hate the NCAA. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. This is an awesome show. There's so much news. Trump is nonstop. I need to get Somebody mentioned if there's any good sources on Twitter for like Trump's schedule, they can because it's so chaotic right now. So I'm trying to keep up with everything he's doing. I would like to go live and cover, like, it's almost like he's doing a daily podcast at this point where he goes and takes questions from the media. I'd love to cover that live. So I'll have to get a little bit better about keeping up with that. But make sure you guys go over to Geeks Gamers, help out my most recent video, which is bombing right now. My goodness, it is running so far behind. I may have to retitle that bad boy. It's terrible. It's 10 out of 10. And then I got a Nintendo Switch video that's coming out later tonight, but I'm about to start making a ton of videos for Geeks and Gamers. So I hope you guys will check those out. Other than that, I'm going to leave you with Sabaton as always. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
It's my time to rule at last. 15 years have all been call Biden a criminal. Why is that?
He is a criminal. He's a criminal. He got caught, read his laptop, and you know who's a criminal? You're a criminal for not reporting it. You are a criminal for not reporting it. Let me tell you something. Joe Biden is a criminal, and he's been a criminal for a long time, and you're a criminal in the media for not reporting it. Good luck, everybody. Have a good
On Friday, I was about to go get dinner for my kids when Donald Trump Jr. attacked me in his speech at CPAC. Something about me looking like a gender-neutral potato head.
We're gonna get you, assholes. Just know that. Ah! Fuck them! Fuck them! Sick of their shit. I don't fucking care anymore.
And she mentioned thank you about 50 times. Did you see the beginning? Thank you, 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 thank you. I said, what the hell is wrong with her?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.